Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at the new Merkur tourbillon. Quite frankly, the first affordable Chinese tourbillon I would actually wear myself. For $399 and even cheaper when on sale or when you use a coupon code MERKURWATCH064 that I'll put in the description, you get a manual wind tourbillon with a sapphire crystal, thermally blued hands, and looks that are quite frankly stunning. This is not on the level of Peacock or other higher-end Chinese I review, but neither is the price, while at the same time the quality is really good, and any and all imperfections are only visible under macro. The savings are done by outsourcing the movement. Instead of making one in-house, they use Hangzhou 32D, which can often be found on many Aliexpress watches, some of which are even cheaper than this. But where this differs is the design. I always found these cheap Chinese tourbillon watches to be over-designed. They always add details that they think will make their watch appear more expensive, but it ends up making them look like an overcomplicated mess with details that don't work together, making them quite frankly a design mess. This is different though, with a tourbillon at 6 o'clock and a very European looking simple dial at 12, it makes for a visually stunning watch. The rest of the dial looks like a meteorite pattern and is available in quite a few colors. This one is called blue, but it is a true chameleon. Depending on the light angle, amount, and warmth, it changes the way you see it, every time looking just a little bit different, but most importantly, it makes the whole watch look sophisticated. The main 12 o'clock dial is sophisticated as well. Simple at first glance with very, and I mean very fine printing and a frosted finish, it has an old world look to it, enhanced by two small, heat-blued hands that complement the blue of the dial perfectly. Under macro, you might think the printing is not perfect, but you have to be aware just how small the dial and the printing is. The Roman 1 o'clock marker is thinner than my hair, just for reference. I especially like the silver ring around it, as it is highly polished and goes down all the way, creating reflections of the markers. The tourbillon cage has been changed since this was first launched. At first, they used the silver one but switched to this blacked out one, and I do think it is an improvement, as it tones down the watch a bit. Now, to be honest, it would make it even better if they did the same thermal bluing like they did on the hands, as the two would have the same color. But even like this, I like it. The case is completely polished, something I usually don't like, but on this, thanks to the fact there isn't a single flat surface on the case or lugs, it looks great, as it makes the soft lines look even softer. The size is also slightly too large for my taste, but even at just under 42mm in diameter and under 50mm lug to lug, it actually fits my small 6.5-inch wrist. And if they went smaller but kept these proportions, the main time dial would end up being too small and hard to read, so I understand their decision size-wise. The caseback is transparent and it gives a view of the all-polished manual wind Hangzhou movement. It is cool for showing people how a mechanical watch works, but is also the only part that reveals the price, as the finish is nowhere near that of higher-end Chinese, like the Peacock I mentioned at the beginning. The movement itself is very smooth when it comes to winding, and with 80 hours of power reserve should be pretty stable at timekeeping if you wind it every day. One thing to note is that it is loud, very loud. In a quiet room you can hear it ticking away from 2 feet away, and sometimes I can even hear it on my wrist while someone is talking to me. I don't mind it, as it is kinda cool, but this, together with my very loud 1960s Doxa, are a pair of watches my wife doesn't allow me to keep in our bedroom, as they keep her awake. As an alternative to the hundreds of Aliexpress tourbillon watches, this is epic. Looks alone make it stand out, which is weird because this is simpler. And the almost perfect proportions and excellent finish for the money make it a no-brainer if you're looking for this type of a watch. Bonus points go to the fact they don't try to hide their origin but proudly show they're Chinese, which is something I always respect. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.